Work together 9/5, we're going to post from the cash payments journal. We're going to start by doing our totals on the 31st, and you're going to put the word totals with an S here because we have multiple columns. You're going to go in and add these up. You can pause here and add them up. All you do in that step. Oh, I should have put a 0 there, which is fine. Then we're going to post our amounts to our ledgers. So up here we have our accounts payable ledger, and here we have our general ledger. And they also have them down here for some reason. So we're just going to post those. So you're going to start with utilities expense. You're going to start with anything that's on the account title line and in the general column. That's what you post first. So because the rest of these are going to be posted as a total. So we're just going to post these general ones and also the accounts payable to the accounts payable ledger. So utilities expense is my first one. It is on the second. And this is cash payments journal, page 10. So CP10 is what you put in the post ref, the debit for $124. You have a debit and a debit. When you add those together, get your total of 1072. So it stays up there. 0.59. Then you come with this 6170 up here to your post ref. Again, very important that you do that. And then we're going to post gray manufacturing. So I'm going to come down to gray manufacturing on the 3rd. I have a CP10. We have a accounts payable debit. Notice you have a credit balance and a debit transaction. You subtract them, that gives us a 0. And I'm going to come up here and do this 220. And you're just going to continue your way down, posting each of these amounts in the general, because it says general journal. And then your 426 would go to Westland Supply in the accounts payable journal. I'll do that one with you here real quick. On the 16th, CP10, debit of 426. Now this one is not paying it off completely because we owe them $992, but we have to subtract them, so we still owe them $566. So I'm going to pause now and have you go in and complete this step. Okay, after you have all those lines, individual lines posted, we're now going to post our totals. And our totals are going to be posted to accounts payable debit to start out with. And so we're going to, it's the 31st, CP10. It's a debit of 2,066. And I know it's a debit because that column says debit. We have a credit balance and a debit transaction. So we have to subtract, get the new balance. And we come up below that column and we're going to put 210 in there, or 2110. And since we don't post the totals of the general columns, we are going to click in there and put a check mark. That check mark shows us that we don't post those. And then I'm going to post my total to purchases discount credit as a credit. $32.80. And again, I know that's a credit because the column heading up here says credit. Credit balance, credit transaction. We're going to add those together. And I'm going to take this 5120 and put it below. Very important. And our last one is going to be cash. We have a cash credit amount of $39.50.22. We have a debit balance, credit transaction, so you subtract, but your balance still goes in the debit column because you still have more debit. And you're going to come put that account balance beneath there and make sure, the big thing is to make sure you put those check marks here to show those totals were not posted anywhere. Then you put those account numbers there. And now the last step is to do our schedule of accounts payable. And what that does is it gives us the total of what's in our accounts payable account. So you're just going to look at each of those balances, and just to kind of make my life easier, I am going to pull this down over here. So I can look at the balance of Coastal Company, and it's $2230.88. Gray Manufacturing is 0. Pacific Supply is $41.77.65. Westland Supplies $5.66. And Neatman is $17.43. And then to do your schedule of accounts payable, you're going to add those all together, and you should get 8717.53. And then I'm going to put that back where it was and grade my final step.